What mystery lies here is the New Order chapter, the Triumph of Order. Because, yeah, now we have a New Order member as Prime Minister. And, of course, the killings don't stop. You give the cult power, and they keep killing people. Wow. Well, these are all cult members at a hearing. There's a dead guy. Why did he die? Who killed him? What happened? No apparent wounds, and he's not breathing. Prince of Dusk. Like night, I am dark and full of terror. I do not fear love. Do not make that error. When you know my name, just look for my face. There's probably some code in here, or maybe some context later that will help. Let's take a look at things. I recognize you, Nicholas Maker. It's a thing of beauty to see order prevail. If it were not against the first virtue, I would feel very happy. Nicholas, I'll wager you feel the new regime rewards your diligence now. So tell me on why I saw you spend more than 3 shillings on new clothes after I asked you to lend me money and you said you had none to spare. I suggest you lend me some now, unless you want me to write up an official report about a 4th virtue breach. Your beloved brother. So Nicholas Maker's embezzling money? This is his passport with the New Order stamp? Oh, his merit. It was labeled a protocol as being on Thursday, even though it was on Wednesday. Terrible. Took a double-length lunch break in the office. Honestly, just give him the guillotine. A loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party. Plus 10 merit. Total merit plus 4. Good for him. See the others. How about this guy? Poor bugger. I've never seen so much merit removed in the tribunal. Some mistakes are very costly. Francs? Albion Frank banknote? This is Willard Wright. I recognize you. Sorry, David Gorin. Willard Wright was the guy he killed. He had a secret compartment in his office locker. Absolutely terrible. Denied the existence of the secret compartment. Even worse. Loyal service in low-ranking position to the Order Party. Now he's got plus 8 merit. Yeah, good for him. These guys got nothing. What about you? I felt in my bones that I should have drunk less. Now we poor souls experience God's wrath. Also, there are 46 clues, and why do I have some of them already? Oh, do these count as clues? Oh God, there's number clues. Oh, what's on Nicholas's desk? Weekly Order Party of People's Tribunal number 42. 6 culprits are brought to the tribunal. Noon, tribunal is opened. 12:15. Each culprit's charges are evaluated and merit changes are calculated. 15:10. First culprit's merit extraction starts. 15:20. Second culprit. 15:35. Third culprit. Do we know what time it is? Of course we don't, at least not yet. Remember the 3rd virtue. Ah, yes, this will remind me very well of said 3rd virtue. The 2nd virtue, maybe this one's don't be lazy. This is the 3rd virtue, have fun. Well, what's the 1st virtue? Is it up here? Oh God, there's actually a lot to look at. I'm gonna go back down first, just to get the thing about these people. This tribunal is a farce. They spread lies that my pure love is merely lust. And what do they even know about true art? It's such a relief that they decide not to push any fashion changes. I hope the process is not painful. So now up here, what's your deal? That is music to my ears, Alistair. But do control your emotions. We as arbiters of order must never violate the 1st virtue. He's got a ton of banknotes. Dear Dr. Turner, James Turner, I must regretfully inform you that during your absence from party business, your senior assistant, Daniel, has demonstrated extreme untidiness and thus breached one of the virtues. From Toby, they're reporting on each other. I guess we just don't need to keep track of names for once. But he drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic. Unacceptable. He kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. Heresy. Loyal service to the Order Party in high-ranking position, which gives him more merits, of course. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to figure out what these demerits are really worth. So plus 20 merits. So these are combined 8 merits. There was one guy below who had 2 just single minus merits, and maybe that could help with deducing. What are you insinuating, James? I would never breach the 4th virtue. You know damn well that I keep no secrets. What? 4th virtue? 4th virtue is about controlling your emotions, it would seem. He's also rich. Dear Arbiter Cock, I'm writing to inform you that our regiment's colonel was seen with another officer's wife in a potentially intimate situation. We implore you to send your agents to investigate this potential flouting of the 1st virtue. No adultery? Is that what it is? He's got plus 11. He slapped a sergeant in anger. Actually, pretty bad. He listened to marching music in his manor. All right, that's it. Just throw the whole thing out. And that's together minus 9 merit. We got a ton of these. what is this post? Why do they have nude calendars? Vanger Quinn, he had charges, claimed he had no wife, has a painting depicting a naked person in his house. So this isn't Mr. Quinn. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger, was observed spending a night with his neighbor's wife. Walter Keane, he flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention, wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events, claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance. And expelled from the Party of Order. Lothar Richards held the dinner party a few years ago where he offered large amount of wine to his guests, got angry during the questioning and shouted at the High Arbiter, but he revealed the whereabouts of his hiding fugitive dissident, daughter Mary and her husband Peter. 15 merit. Josh Bailey left his work at Tannery early, drank excessive amounts of gin at the Scrawny Cat, drank excessive amounts of rum at the Old Oak, approached a married woman with an indecent offer, denied 4 times during questioning that he had done these acts, so he's a drunk catcaller. Horace Webb, he has not held a job since the new regime, evaluated as 60 instances of non-work. He claims he works in his castles, helping his servants clean it, possessed 15 books kept in his private library, expressed willingness to donate his castle to the party, evaluated as plus 200 merit. That's a lot of merit. That's even more than the Arbiters of Truth or whatever they call themselves. Duke Gideon Bell wears an outrageous hairstyle. Not wrong. Broke down in tears 10 times during the questioning. Has refused to start working. Evaluated as 5 instances of job skipping. Rejected the High Arbiter's request that he share information of a secret entrance to the castle of his cousin in the Sovereign. Well, how about this room? The 4 maxims of virtue. So here we have Lazarus Hearst. Silence! You will perform your function as much as required. It is paramount to ensure order in the new society. The Golden Idol. Increase. Oh, I don't remember what these are. Let me check. Oh, it's this unknown effect. It's possibly like revitalizing matter. Possibly. Bringing organic matter, even people, back from a decaying or dead state. So why is it set to that? Oh, well, probably because someone died downstairs. Maybe this killed them? In all truth, Lord High Arbiter, I would prefer storing no more than this. Newspaper from yesterday. Since year 1792, when it gained a majority in Parliament and liberated our government from multi-party chaos, aka 3 years ago, the Order Party has worked hard to improve society. Despite the vast popular support for the party, His Majesty refuses to acknowledge the authority of the party's tribunal. High Arbiter Lazarus Hearst has announced that in 2 months, the party and its supporters will support in a peaceful march to the King's current residence to demonstrate their value of moderation. I am honored to help the party upkeep the 4 virtues. I only hope sitting here all day does not count as sloth. 4 virtues being about love, about flying, of course, about the sun, and about seeing. Now, we can piece that together with combined clues elsewhere. There are worse jobs than this one, and thank God tobacco is not considered an indulgence. A bit boring, though. Too bad literature is forbidden. And then what is this? Remember the second virtue. Store confiscated objects and evidence according to the virtue breached. Oh, so these breach the first virtue. This breaches the second virtue. Blackbrook Farm. 3 pounds of butter delivery. Total cost 29 pence. Is the second virtue bad math? Is about embezzling money? First virtue is probably just like no substances. No indulgences, probably. Third virtue. What? So no arts? Portrait of Gideon Bell. Nice. Fourth virtue. Stories. Autumn Tales. No books. Let me see this. Oh, so I got to figure out the virtues. Figure out how little merit or how much merit is taken away for each of them. And then figuring out who has a certain amount of merit. Interesting. Well, so the first has something to do with indulgence. I think I don't know what the names of them are. I could see like this being lust. Like the thing is with these, I'm actually not sure which is the highest because I'm pretty sure this is like truth. Secrets will be punished. Like literature will be punished. Art will be punished. Music will be punished. Emotions will be punished. Control your emotions. We must never violate the first virtue. Excessive emotions will be punished. I would never breach the fourth virtue. Know damn well I keep no secrets. Secrets will be punished. Lies will be punished. So truth here. And then if I go down, second virtue is probably sloth or diligence, maybe. Sloth will be punished. Mistakes will be punished. Untidiness will be punished. And then the third virtue is beauty. Vulgar art, music, and fashion will be punished. Absolutely nailed it. What a great authoritarian I am. So now we got to figure out the negative merit. So where was the guy who had just basically -2 merit? Or +8 is exactly what I'm looking for. You, +8. So he had +10, then -1, -1. So secret compartment in his office locker, and then lied about it. So that's 2 violations of the 4th virtue. So that's -1 merit for that. Then how about you? Can I deduce yours? Messed up the protocol and then took a double-length lunch break in the office. I think that's 2 violations of diligence. And he had -6 from that, so 2 times 3 is... Well, 2 times -3 is -6. You have -8, where you drank a full bottle of brandy at a picnic and kept the book Legacy of the Rose Dynasty in his study. What do I think Legacy of the Rose Dynasty is? Do I think that's a 3rd or 4th merit violation? It's probably the literature. Oh, it's definitely the literature. So -1 for violating the 4th virtue and -7 for excessively drinking. So then you have -9. Slapped the sergeant in anger, probably excessive emotions, and he listened to unacceptable music. So -7 for the anger and then -2 for the music. Let's go. So now we just got to figure out what amount of merits the 6 books received. No wife, so that's a lie. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just write down the merit so I don't have to go back and forth. So, no wife, -1. Naked person ends up being -3. Broke his wife's favorite teapot in anger, -10. Was observed spending a night with neighbor's wife. I'm actually not sure about that. -10 minus the neighbor's wife thing. Lust, probably. Excessive lust, I could see it. So -17. That's a lot of negative merit. How about Walter Keane? Flirted with 3 different married women. Probably lust, -7. Wore ridiculous headgear. Probably -9. Claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus, which is just a lie. So that's -10. Fuck. Do I have to multiply the negative merit by the amount of times it happened? So I guess... Like, otherwise they wouldn't specify the amount of times it happened. So is it -7 times 3 for -21? And then -2 times 5 for another -10 for -31? And then -32 here? That's worth a shot. Oops, come on. Yeah, you do multiply it by the amount of times it happened. Lothar. Dinner party where he offered a large number of wine to his guests. So -7. Got angry during the question and shouted at the High Arbiter, also -7. And then +15, so that's +1. Next is Josh Bailey. Left tannery early. Seems like diligence, -3. Excessive amounts of gin and scrawny cat, -10. Drank more, -17. Approached a married woman with an indecent offer, -24. Denied 4 times during questionings that he's done these acts, -28. Let's go. Nailed it this time. Let's check out Horace. 60 instances of non-work. That's how we offset the 200 merit. That's -180. Claims he worked in his castle, so -181. Possesses 15 books in his private library, so -15, which is -196. +200 though, so he's got +4. Good for you. You're in the positives. And last but not least, Gideon Bell. Outrageous hairstyle, -2. 10 emotional bursts, so -72. 5 job skipping, so -87. And denied telling the truth, so -88. Yeah, that's a secret. -88 for Gideon. Phenomenal. So now the story, huh? Number something have passed since Order Party has seized power. Oh, probably 3 years have passed since the Order Party has seized power. During a tribunal, someone is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. So Gideon Bell. To execute his punishment. Hold on, though. I guess his head shaved? It does look like an old Gideon Bell. Did he get, like, reverse necromancy? Did he just get aggressively aged? Is that what happened? Yeah, maybe. To execute his punishment, idol was used on him, and he lost something and died. Like, I mean, I know he lost 88 merits and died, but I don't know if that's actually applicable. Well, it's pretty close. He could have lost 88 years to match his 88 merits. Sure. The Order Party has seized power and now enforces the 4 maximum virtue. The young Duke, Gideon Bell, was judged during the tribunal to have lost 88 merits. The High Arbiter of the party, Lazarus Hearst, used the idol to decrease Gideon's youth by 88 years, thus making him 108, which resulted in his death. Yeah, makes sense to me. Lined it up pretty well. Well, now the siege on the king, right? The new Order Party is gonna, march to the king's castle. The slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. Holy crap. Oh, it's okay. There's only 36 clues. So there's the castle. It started at the camps. There's Nicholas Maker once again. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. They do not return, and we will organize more search party to find the lost. Interesting. Well, inside, we have a map, party camp, crossroads, cabin, Little Mermaid Inn, Lover's Islet, Blackfield Manor, Belchester Castle. The whole world's coming together. Lazarus Hearst. And so this is his stuff. Okay, here's the Edmund Cloudsley's journal. Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. At 11:30 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood, and poor Willard Wright met his death. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. Is this David Gorin's writing? He knows. Well, this is his book of professionals. He's resourceful and discreet professional. Nicholas Maker, he's cowardly, useful up to a limit. Alistair Cock, pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to obey and ready to kill. James Turner, greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Walter Keane, ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. Ah, so that could have been Walter Keane's note too. I guess he's not dead, he's simply expelled. That's all to make of here. I haven't even found the dead guy yet. This regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me. It's 12:15 right now. A Capitol route marching report. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by. At 8:30, an individual in the insurrectionist uniform passes by on the new 2-wheel contraption. At 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniforms pass on horses. So a carriage, an individual, then 2 individuals on horses. That's the order. Dude, you just got the golden idol. Why are you not working, you useless piece of garbage? I'm doing the exact same thing I saw Lazarus doing the merit executions. What is up with these glyphs? They look slanted. They look demented. The light is not on. It's busted. The golden idol's been destroyed. He's trying to revive the apple or something just to show that it can work. Well, how do you have it? He's one of the 2 on a horse. Here's the dead guy. So you, man with helmet and numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. He got in a fight, lost. He was probably the individual on non-horse. This way to, it's just directions, which I have the map for. There's a 3-way intersection. There's a house here. Oh, with more dead people. Damn you, cunning devil. Arg. You will find me in the place where we 2 first met. There we can talk. Is this Lazarus Hearst? I recognize the armband. He doesn't have the golden idol on him. Looks like he's been shot in the back by this gentleman. Oh, I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap you did all those years ago? Straw men are your bane? So this is a dark hand steward. You mean Walter Keane? And he shot this guy in the back. Maybe this is David Gorin? Maybe this is Walter Keane? Can I do it yet? No, I don't identify people. That is way too much. This is a lot though, let me tell you. Oh, we can actually go back to the other chapters to get information. That's helpful. Let's see it. This is the transportation device. The newfangled carriage, if you will. Well, David Gorin knows a thing or two about carriages. A shot goes through the window. What about this? Oh, and he was going to meet a straw man. Scarecrow with a hole through its head. I guess he got blasted. Bullet lodged in the wall. Damn, this bullet's got piercing power. I mean, damn. This looks like David Gorin's sack, doesn't it? I admit I may have treated you unjustly after a long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so we can discuss your compensation. So I want to figure out this murder first. It's 12:15, so I technically don't know. I mean, this is probably the afternoon. Probably, possibly. Well, no. No, he came on the newfangled carriage first, so it's probably early in the morning. It was probably the first killing. Although if that's the case, then why are you still here at 12:15? Oh, so whoever was here came at 8:30. Everyone showed up before noon, so I can't use this as a timing. Just they came out in the morning. I'm going to say this is very recent because you can actually see it as it happens. Like, this is afternoon at the cabin. And then, oh, so he's saying you've fallen for the same trap. So this is Walter Keane. This is David Gorin, 100%. And I guess that's just where they met. Yeah, that makes sense. Walter Keane killed David Gorin. See, I thought the Dark Hand Steward would have been David Gorin at this point, and Walter Keane would have more than 2 eyeballs on his back. But I guess he was expelled, so never mind. I forgot he was expelled from the order. So 2 eyeballs makes perfect sense. Oh, we just haven't seen Lazarus yet. I mean, there's a similarity in the pigeon and cage, but I think that's because Walter Keane's been writing a lot of messages and sending them off via pigeons. 1 to David Gorin, some to others. I did finish up the cabin. Let's go check out here now. Oh, wow. Good for this guy. The gambler, he got his girl. Wife, even. Dear husband, you are so brave, and you have been drinking since early this morning. But what will we do now? What if the evil government men find us? What is this? Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies. While I will put you on a pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will become my ideal wife. Edmund. He isn't dead. He isn't dead. Whoa, okay. And this is Peter saying, hey, my uncle Edmund Clausley died in some robbery and I'm rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry. I had a feeling Edmund was still alive. Bring that back, that damn horse. What is this? The 7 C's stamp. I have some small but pressing business to attend at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast steward. I will be back at the camp for a 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. Damn, Sebastian Clausley died a long time ago, but he also was one of the people that came on horseback. Was it 2 people on horseback? No, here's the other horse, right? Yeah, 2 individual insurrectionist uniforms passed him on horses. Here's one of them. This might not be the other one. There's a horse, though. Here, we got a boat. Just a straight-up boat at port. Next to the Little Mermaid Inn. We're back. The door's open. Not this door, though. Still this guy. All these order rats sneaking around here. This is no good. I hope they'll just blackmail me and bugger off. How about this? We have Ada Baker in the Dandelion room and Walter Knott in the Forget-Me-Not room. His name fits the room perfectly. People playing cards as always. Do you think they'll try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. Got an Edmund Clausley handkerchief. I have instructed him to arrive at around 11:30. Most likely he will be in order party uniform. If he comes alone, without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. Oh God, these are complicated stories. This looks like Annie, right? I heard rumors you lost the cannon while gambling. Nonsense, I'm not an idiot. It's John. But real men like us could beat those order party ninnies even without any weapons. What are you gonna do? Beat them in a game of cards that somehow progresses the plot forward in very strange ways? Nah, that would be weird. This is the most interesting one. 11:30, where have I heard that before? Ah, 11:30. Meet me at the Little Mermaid Inn. Give something to the veiled woman. And what did he give that was personal? Probably the handkerchief, huh? And then she slipped him an instruction slip. Well, the instruction slip is probably this. Ah, it's all coming together now. Next, I got the Blackfield Manor. Ah, wow, this place has run down. Mangled and burned corpses. An empty cannon. Literally shot with a cannon. Who was coming to here again? Well, I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. Oh my God, the gambling actually progressed the plot? Cannon also is more likely from the ship. Yeah, the ship is missing a cannon. That's what we're supposed to get here. Ah, so a cannon was transported from the ship to Cloudsley Manor. I swear someone was supposed to meet there, though. I can't find what it is I was looking for, though. Small but pressing business to attend to at the property where the cannon was shot off at. He'll be back for a 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. I feel like Lazarus set off the cannon. It might have just been Cloudsley setting off the cannon, killing 3 of them. We actually can't even go into the manor. Oh God, so I have everything. Now I gotta figure this out. So here's something interesting. He's got the golden idol and he's not Lazarus. So I could perceive this guy killing off Lazarus. He also has a slightly dented saber, like one that was just in a spar. And thus, this dead man could be Lazarus. It also has a slightly dented saber with some blood on it. But does it look like he's been bloodied? Oh yeah, he's got a ankle cut. Some blood, but he's all right. This could be early in the morning. Alistair killed Lazarus at the crossroads. So then before noon, there was a killing at the manor. So that's the 3rd murder. First, Walter Keane wrote this note to, I assume, Lazarus. Well, it has to be Lazarus. So he's supposed to go to the Little Mermaid Inn, bring something. So maybe he did. Maybe he went there, or maybe it was David Gorn who went there. David Gorn would actually make more sense, because that's why she has the Edmund Cloudsley thing. Oh, wow. Who escaped your tonic? Yeah, Ada Baker, the previous employer. Oh. So if he gives you something of Edmund Cloudsley, give him the instruction slip. So yeah, David Gorn could have given this. And then she could have given David Gorn the instruction slip. Then here, he is surprised that the person showed up. He was expecting Lazarus, but got David Gorn. So I could fill this in. So in the afternoon, David Gorn went to the cabin to find Walter Keane, because Walter Keane had tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst to get back his golden idol. Let's see. Damn it. Well, how about this middle section? We do know that Koch and Turner went out to try and find Lazarus Hearst. Instead, they found the golden idol at the... Oh, this changes a lot, actually. Hold on, this changes a lot. I'm starting to piece together what this story actually is. Let me look at the map. At the crossroads. On the way back, they started to fight over it. Ooh, that's close. Maybe found the golden idol at the manor? Okay, so they fight it at the crossroads. So we know that Koch survived, so he killed James Turner at the crossroads. So that means the first killing was actually at the manor. So early in the morning, Lazarus Hearst, went to the manor to find possibly Walter Keane, because Walter Keane wanted to have the golden idol. And that's just wrong. Okay, awesome. 32 things. Wait a second. 32 things. That's not 32 years, could it be? Walter Keane received 32 merits. Minus. So he took away 32 years. He wanted to have the lost years? Wait, no, this one's wrong. He wanted to get back his lost years at the bottom. That's correct. But this is still going to be close. Let's see if I can get this right, though. David Gorn went to the cabin to find Walter Keane, because Walter Keane tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst to get back his lost years. Maybe he just went to kill Walter Keane? Ah, that's just all it is. Okay, not find, but kill specifically. So I think Lazarus Hearst was shot by a cannon at the manor, but who done it? We're just saying it's Peter or Mary Batley? You are so brave, and you've been drinking since early this morning. Nothing will stand in her way. Maybe he killed her. Yeah, maybe he just straight up killed Lazarus so he could have the ideal wife. And then let me look at this. He just hasn't returned for several hours. I could see Peter Batley killing Lazarus Hearst. Huh. Well, how about that? And here, Lazarus Hearst went to the manor to find Peter Batley because Peter Batley wanted to have the ideal wife. Okay, guess not. I mean, there's a ton of mangled corpses here. Maybe Lazarus wanted Peter's wife? So maybe he wanted to kidnap Mary Batley? Because someone wanted to have the ideal wife? Well, because Peter Batley wanted to have the ideal wife? We're pretty close now. Well, because Lazarus Hearst wanted to have the perfect wife? Huh. That makes more sense. Everyone wants Mary Batley. Before storming the king's castle with the order party, Lazarus Hearst led his men to Sebastian Cloudsley Old Manor in order to kidnap his long-lost love, Mary Batley Nee Richards, who was hiding there with her husband, Peter Batley. I think it just occurred to me this entire time Lazarus Hearst was Edmund Cloudsley. I think it just hit me. That makes so much sense. Upon entering the manor, Lazarus and his troops were confronted by a drunk Peter and the cannon he had won while gambling. Ah! Peter blew up Lazarus, breaking the idol, and then fled the scene with Mary. Well, damn. Thank you for playing. So, down with virtues. The new order has been toppled. Is this really the end? I was never part of that ghastly organization. I can take this gilded brass trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 Suford and call yourself lucky. Ah, damn, this is a fun game. There is an epilogue. You know, the king survived and can take over, I guess. Let's see. Grand vision of a better world. I figured there'd be more. Oh, we have all the clues already. So maybe it's just like no, it's not very simple. There's a lot of story. Witness the power of the idol in my hands and swear loyalty to Lazarus Hearst. We will build the ideal society. Oh, so this is something that can make people a lot older. Increase their years. The Brotherhood of Masks. Only one thing is worse than imbeciles with power. The rich and noble have a social club with mystical rituals and other hogwash and are so stupid that they did not realize when they had some truly miraculous technology in their hands. However, they are influential and persistent and have already caused a great deal of harm to me and my goals. Walter Keane has told me more about their organization and practices. If he tells the truth, and they are truly devoted to their religious entity of Griffin Reborn, I could gain some powerful allies for my next move. Edmund Cloudsley. Order Party Manifesto. All citizens are equal. All citizens must serve society to the full extent of their abilities. Citizens must be evaluated according to how virtuous they are. A society with internal contradictions is unsustainable. Therefore, it must be led by the most virtuous citizen. The king should step down. The aristocracy should be abolished. The more virtuous citizens are better able to serve society. Therefore, virtuous citizens deserve to gain more time on this earth, and bad citizens deserve to lose time. This is unbelievable. My pure Mary is joined in matrimony with that clown Peter Batley. She must have done it out of grief for my death. Such a hasty decision goes against every principle of virtue. Therefore, I consider the marriage null and void. She will come to me once she learns I still live, but for now, my duties in the service of humanity take precedence. Society must be built on the principles of virtue. Only thus can it become truly great. Look at the Lemurians. Thousands of years ago, they had an empire on the banks of 7 seas. Their ancient technology continues to baffle modern science, but they became inert and decadent and forgot how to build and operate their machines. Their empire crumbled because it was built on pleasure-seeking, not virtue. It is by divine providence that I got my hands on a working ancient Lemurian artifact, the Golden Idol. I will use its powers to set humanity on the right path by building the ideal state. Holy cow. I swear it. Yes, with these powers, I will do whatever is necessary to build a better world. So this is Walter Keane. Ah, and this is the previous members of the Brotherhood. It all makes sense now. Yes, my lord, I swear my loyalty to you and will undertake whatever tasks are required of me. David, I thank you for dealing with all the challenges related to my death and for keeping an eye on our new ally. I do feel I've impressed him with not only with the Golden Idol, but also with my vision of the ideal society. Come to our hideout on November 24th. We are ready for the next step. Wow, so this is just filling in the gaps of the story. Let's start on the left. Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Brotherhood in his will, but then David Gorin, on Edmund Cloudsley's orders, stole the idol and accidentally stabbed Willard Wright. The Brotherhood tasked Walter Keane to punish David Gorin and recover the idol, but his attempts were fruitless. Fuck. Oh, to punish Edmund Cloudsley, not to punish David Gorin. That makes sense. There we go. During one attempt, Walter Keane was captured, and Edmund Cloudsley convinced him to join his side. Edmund Cloudsley used the idol to make himself young and infiltrated the Brotherhood under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst. Then he claimed to be Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. Oh my gosh. Brotherhood Masters James Turner and Alistair Cock helped Lazarus Hearst seize power in the country and enforced the rule of virtues by taking youth away from common people and giving it to the Order Party members. Right before the final showdown with the uncooperative king, Lazarus Hearst wanted to kidnap Mary Batley, but was shot by Peter Batley, and the idol was broken. Neat story. That's definitely the end of it all wrapped up in a beautiful bow. The only thing I thought was a little sketch was the coincidence during the chapter where they killed off the 2 other prime minister candidates, or killed one and got one arrested. It just seemed like it also operated under a little bit of coincidence. But all in all, that was very fun to play. Detective games, honestly, were never really my cup of tea, but I did grow to like this one. I'll leave a full review of the game down below. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to whatever games we're covering in the future. Have a wonderful day and peace.